Hello, once again, everybody. I am Timothy Sivers. This is The Heat Index, and this is episode 7 featuring Hunter Mouton. I am so super excited for all of the support and all of the listens and all of the feedback, and I hope you continue to listen and continue to share and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, or go to theheatindex.buzzsprout.com. Or for you Victor Stream users out there, you can just go to the podcast option and search for the Heat Index, and it'll pop right up, and you'll get to listen on the go. And however you consume, I'm just super happy you are consuming. I just want to touch on one thing. We got some news overnight of a 6.1 magnitude earthquake hitting the coast of Taiwan. And although there have been no reports of any significant damage or any injuries or deaths, keep them in your prayers, because they are a big part of our beatball family. And anytime something tragic like that happens in the world, we should really be mindful of how lucky we are that those things don't always happen to us. And when they do, when something like that does happen to us, there's tons of support out there, not only in home but abroad. So our thoughts and prayers are with those in Taiwan. And any updates we can give, you can certainly find that in NBBA Public Relations, or by contacting any of the board members. This news was brought to my attention by Secretary Stephen Guerra. So thanks, Steve, for sending that along, and we will send our prayers and thoughts along. This episode is being recorded on the weekend of the Super Bowl. The interview itself was recorded on Saturday, February 3rd. Hunter gives his predictions and his thoughts on the game, and I'll let you listen to those yourself. I've been trying to convince myself all week that it'll be a close game, and I said in the interview that it was 30-21 would be my prediction. My official prediction is 30-24 Patriots. I think whoever gets to 30 wins this game. And I hope everyone enjoys it. This will be uploaded shortly after the game, so I'm on the record. I can't take it back. But anyways, this is a Beat Baseball podcast, but this is my podcast, this is our podcast, and it doesn't have to just be all about beatball. We will obviously cover the beatball and the goings-ons around the league and our team every episode, but after I've gotten to know everybody on a intimate level via interviewing in that platform, I intend to have my teammates and my Heat brothers and sisters on just to shoot the breeze and talk about whatever we want to talk about. So bear with us, and please keep listening and keep supporting. For now, I'm going to get to the meat and potatoes of the Heat Index, and we're going to talk to Hunter Mouton about his brief career in beat baseball and his experience with the Heat, and that all begins right now. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome into the Heat Index. Once again, I am Timothy Cyphers. This has been so much fun. I got a great guest joining me tonight. It's my teammate, my Heat brother, Hunter Mouton. Did I say that right, Hunter?
Yeah, you said it right.
All right. What's up, Hunter? How's your off-season going?
Pretty good.
Dude, it's like 10 degrees up here. You guys got some snow earlier this winter, right?
Twice.
Twice. Wow. So I'm gonna get right into a heavy-hitting question right here. It's Saturday. It's February 3rd. It's the night before the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 52. Who are you rooting for?
Being a Cowboys fan, as much as it pains me to have to go for the Eagles, I would rather go for the Eagles than see the Patriots win.
Now, you're not alone there. I've heard a couple of our teammates say the same thing. Why is it so hard for you to root for the Patriots?
I don't know. It's hard to put into words.
Well, do you mean clean words?
Huh? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I figured. Does it have to do with the winning or the cheating or Bill Belichick being a dingus?
Cheating's part of it, yeah.
Yeah. We did it. If you want to hear a Patriots fan say that, we did it.
You're the only Patriots fan I've ever heard admit that out loud.
Mm-hmm. There's more and more of us admitting it now, but we're a bunch of yahoos, man. It's like that comes with just like the hatred comes with the winning. You also get bandwagoners, you get morons. You know what I mean? Like, I'm objective. I hang out with objective fans. We know we did it. The thing is, like, every team does something. You know what I mean? But you don't want to hear that right now. So you're
no.
a Cowboys fan rooting for the Eagles. Does that hurt?
Yeah, dude, it hurts pretty bad actually.
Hunter, how old are you?
30.
30. So you've grown up a lifelong Cowboys fan.
I was originally an Oilers fan until they got sold out to the Tennessee, and then I went for the Cowboys because they were the only other team in Texas.
All right.
So I've been a Cowboys fan since the Oilers went to Tennessee.
Do you follow or root for the Texans?
No, not at all.
No, it's just not for you. You're just the Cowboys now. Okay.
Cowboys fan, yeah.
Well, you know what? With Zeke not getting suspended again next year, hopefully, you guys will be right back. No, I'm not even trolling. I'm saying, like, you guys will be right back in the conversation, with a full lineup and another year of experience for Dak.
For sure.
Give me a prediction and a final score for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, let's go 27-30 Eagles.
You got the Eagles winning by 3, huh?
Yep.
Wow. So I think whoever gets the 30 wins the game too. So I got 30-21 Patriots, but there's a little homerism in there, but I'm trying to be I've been trying to convince myself to be a game. I just don't believe in Foles, but we'll see. Who knows? I'm excited, and I know you guys are too. Being from the football factory that is Texas. You just completed your second season with the Heat, right?
Correct.
And
No, first.
Oh, it was your first season with the Heat. I know. We'll get back to your history, but that was your first season with the Heat. Mine too.
Yeah.
How was it, man? I mean, did you enjoy it?
Oh, immensely. It was great.
I mean, you've definitely, like, from what I know of you, whether it's social media or our time in Florida, you've definitely jumped in head first, and you seem to bleed Heat blood right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's my team, my brothers.
You're close with a lot of the boys. Did you know any of them beforehand, or did you become friends with them?
Just Ja'Cory.
Oh, you knew Ja'Cory.
Right. Yeah, we met up at Sam Houston. We both went to college up there.
That's awesome. But you've gotten close with a couple, everyone. But I mean, I think you hang out with some of the players.
Yeah, the ones in Houston.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, we got a tight knit group. I noticed that right away. In West Palm.
Gotta be close. We're Houston. Everybody hates us.
What, in the league?
I mean, and in general in the world, everybody hates Houston, so we got to band together and stay strong.
Yeah, man. I don't know why, because you guys are so nice, man. I love it. I love the culture down here. What stood out to you when you joined the team and joined the program and started going to practices and stuff? What are some of the things that stood out to you?
The camaraderie and the fact that it was a sport that I could participate in without having to see what I was doing, and that we compete on a competitive level and travel to other states.
It's really cool, man, right? Like,
yeah.
Have you always been vision impaired?
Since the age of 5.
Since the age of 5. What happened, if you don't mind?
No, not at all. It was genetics. Both my parents were carriers of a specific gene, and once they met, it was a 50-50 chance.
And it's progressive, correct?
It got worse steadily over the years.
And you stable or?
Yeah, I just have light perception now.
Jesus, man. So growing up, were you athletic? Were you able to play competitive sports, or not until baseball?
I was a wrestler in high school. And
Oh, where?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. And what did that like? That's that's an individual. Well, it's a team sport, but it's an individual.
It's an individual team sport.
Right. It's like unique in that way.
Right.
What did you learn from that? You did that in high school?
I started in 7th grade in club, and then once I was too old to wrestle in club, I wrestled in high school, yes. Actually, we didn't have it in my district. I had to go in front of the school board and convince them to implement it to the curriculum so I could have a sport to participate in high school.
And was that a battle, or was it pretty?
No, it wasn't a battle at all. No, it wasn't a battle at all. I just went. Me and my dad and my coach spoke in front of the school board, and then we each high school voted for it, and then the next year they put it in the high schools.
So you might have made change for future vision impaired athletes in that school.
Not just vision impaired. I mean, any athlete that wants to step on the mat and get dirty.
Oh, right, because they didn't have the program. There was no wrestling program at that school.
At all in the whole district.
Oh, so you made change for some wrestlers, huh?
Yep.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's the type of stuff I like to hear. Because I mean that builds confidence not only for you but for other athletes growing up. So that's trailblazing, man. That's what I like to hear. So what? Now I know you gave beat baseball a try several years ago. Can you take me through that experience and why it wasn't the time, or what you gained from it? What do you remember about that?
You mean my very first year of beat baseball back in the day?
Yes.
Well, when I was 18, it was great. I just went away to college, didn't have the time to pursue it until I met Jacory in college, and he talked me back into rejoining up with the baseball team.
Who was it? What was the program?
I rejoined with Dallas, the Roadrunners, originally when I joined back up with the league.
Are they still in existence? Is that Lone Star or what is that?
The Roadrunners up in Dallas.
They go by the Lone Star Roadrunners, right?
Yeah.
And I think we'll be playing against them in a couple tournaments.
Right. Yeah, I played with them for a year, then I moved back to Houston, and that's when I rejoined the Heat.
Oh, so you moved to Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so Jacory was instrumental in getting you back into beat baseball?
Correct. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even have thought about it again.
And you're happy you did?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. It's a great sport. I love everybody in it, and I'm going to do it as long as I can.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, you were one of the first people when I'd come to an agreement with Coach JC and Tanner was instrumental in my recruitment to the team, and you were one of the first people that reached out to me, so that meant a lot. And,
was I? That's awesome.
You and Lee were chief among the welcoming committee, so to speak. And I mean, it was social media and stuff, but that's what you got to do when you live 2,000 miles away.
Right.
Now, last year, tell me about some highlights, because I only played in the one tournament, the World Series, so you don't have to keep it to that. But like, whether it was practice, whether it was an off the field event or whatever, like give me an example of something that really solidified that you wanted to do this and you were having fun.
That's kind of hard to pick out because I love all of it. Busting my ass at practice, hanging out with the team at the tournaments and at the team party we had after the season, going to the World Series. Just there's nothing about it that I don't like. It's really hard to pick out one specific thing that stands out.
when when we were in West Palm, what was a defining moment for the team, or you individually? I mean, I'm just trying to paint a picture for the listeners as far as like what we did, and even for me, what I didn't get to experience because I wasn't there for the whole season.
For the team, I'd say it was at the World Series whenever we held Taiwan down to very low scoring.
Oh, that's awesome. So, like, even in defeat, we impressed ourselves enough to realize. I mean, we were deflated in the sense that like we wanted to win and we were right there, but the fact that we hung and we could hold them to, I don't know. I mean, I think they scored 14 runs, right?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact score, but it was just great because we proved that we weren't just an offensive team, that we could actually get down and play some defense.
Heck yeah, man. So tell me about the culture as far as like, so we say the Our Father, and then Fonzie does the kind of the hype up chant, which is, Bayou City, what time? I got to get some recording of that because I'm not going to do it justice. But, those types of things. I went from a team that was very, very loud to a team that got hyped, but then got down to business. And
Right.
what does that tell you about the culture we got here?
That we care more about getting down to business than actually being cheerleaders on the sideline.
Ooh. I mean, do you know anything about that chant? That chant that I'm gonna call it a hype up. Like, I want to know about the history of that. Do you know anything, or am I gonna have to do some investigating?
Wait, I'm sorry, my phone beeped. What did you say?
So like how Fonzie, he hypes us up. Bayou City, what time? It's time to represent. All that. Is that a Houston thing? Is that just something that predates our tenures there, or is there anything you know about that? Because it's so much fun.
I have no idea the origin of that, and that's not a Houston thing. I think it's just something that Fonzie came with. You'd have to ask someone that's been around longer than I have.
I will. Tell me about Fonzie, man. He's such a good pitcher and just a cool dude. Tell me about your relationship with him.
Oh, I mean, you pretty much just nailed it all on the head. He's a great guy. He's always joking, fun to be around. He's been on the team 27 years. It's crazy that he's hung in that long.
Oh my God, dude! I know, that's crazy.
But he is the best pitcher in the league, and he's just a great guy. I mean, what else can you say?
Yeah, man. I roomed with him and got to know him. It's funny. I've heard about him for my 4 years in the league. Like, I've heard about the guy, and like I had a teammate, JJ, in Boston. He would talk about like this midnight pitching thing and like just or batting practice or whatever, and like people want to hit off of Fonzie because that's how good he is. And then I heard about his mystique and stuff, but then I got to meet him and like actually kick it with him, and God, he's just so chill, man. He's just such a good dude, down to earth, grounded, man. Like, we're so lucky. Tell me about the impact the volunteers have on us, not just the on the field volunteers, but just the whole sighted volunteer aspect to our sport and our program.
The impact? I mean, the sighted volunteers are just as important as the blind athletes. I mean, if we didn't have volunteers to spot or catch or pitch or when guys where we need to go, I mean, it wouldn't even be the same sport that we're playing today.
Yeah, they're essential. They're essential to what we do.
Correct.
Yeah, man. So what do you do in your off time? Like, how does Hunter spend his off season and his weeks, his days between practices? Like, what do you do for fun? What do you do for work? That type of thing. I want to know about Hunter.
For work, I am a health insurance agent, and for fun, work out, watch football, hang out with friends.
Just a typical, young bachelor, right?
Right.
Man, I saw you down in Florida, man. I know you got some skills, man. I know that. I saw what you did down there. And I'm not getting you in trouble. You didn't do anything that you weren't supposed to. I'm just talking about, you got the gift of gab for sure.
Yes, I do. Sometimes it's a curse.
I'm not going to get you in trouble with your family, man. Don't worry. Maybe they don't listen to that part. Oh boy. So Tom, I'm gonna throw out some names, and I want you to tell me about their impact on you. As brief as your tenure has been, they assimilate us so quickly. They make us feel such a part of our right away. And whether it's an on the field impact or off the field impact, I'm gonna throw some names out there, and you tell me a quick blurb about them. I'm gonna start with. Is that cool?
Hey, that's cool.
All right, I'm going to start with my third ever guest on the Heat Index, and his name is Lee-Rod Rodriguez.
Lee Rodriguez. What can you say about him? He's a great ball player. He's a great friend, and he's always got your back.
Yeah, man. If there's someone I can model my work ethic behind, or family oriented mindset behind, like based the model on, he would be one of them. The first ever guest on the Heat Index, Mr. Joseph Fleeks. Tell me about Joe Fleeks.
Joe, that's my boy right there. He is a fun-loving, down-to-earth dude who will give you the shirt off the back.
Not to mention, he kicked all of our asses in fantasy football this year.
Yes, my God, yes he did. The guy who didn't even draft his own team.
Oh, I don't want to talk. Oh man, yeah, he slept through it, and he made some moves though throughout the year, and he kept up on it. But I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, he did way too good. He did the equivalent of taking steroids in football.
Oh my goodness, I know. We gotta get the fantasy urinalysis going on. Speaking of fantasy football, you gonna do it again next year?
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah, dude, it was a blast. We'll tweak some of the rules too, because it was a learning process. But all right. So how about Ashley Tillery?
She is a big part of the team. Without her, we wouldn't half the time get where we need to go, and we wouldn't have a good, great spotter.
Michael Garrett.
Michael Garrett. He is he's a troublemaker. No, I'm just kidding. He's he's always there with a quick word to pick you up. He's our team pastor. He's our scorekeeper. He's whatever you need to be. Great guy.
Yeah, man. I want to get to know him a lot more than I do, and you guys speak so highly of him. He's obviously a legend in the program, and we're lucky to have him.
For sure.
Here's one. This one's gonna be good because I want him to hear it. Jerlaine Carter.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say that one. I knew he was coming. JC is a selfless, shit-talking, great coach that gives up all this time, and he gives us more than we give back, which we need to change that. But he's a great dude, and we would be lost without him.
Man, so I've had lots of coaches, meaning, not just head coaches, but like, just coaching staff, whether it was at the Renegades or the Volunteers we had, and coaching staff we have here in Bayou City. Jerlaine, just being such a young man and carrying himself in such a mature way, and busts our balls. But he he wants the best for us. That was made clear to me last year. Like, he wants us to do well. And I think you used a perfect word, which was selfless. And, JC means a lot to me. He checks in on me, and he makes sure my head is on straight, because that's always a concern with Tinny, you know what I mean? And, it means a lot to me to have a lot of you guys do that. And it's the culture that you guys have developed down there. What are you working on in your game so you can, so you can break through and just, adapt and what are the types of things that you want to work on so that, you can be the best deep ball player that you can be?
I need to work on waiting a little bit to get down in the outfield. I need to listen to the ball a little bit more. I need to work on my swing a little bit more. I need to work on swinging and stepping simultaneously instead of one after the other. And I need to work on getting out of the batter's box a lot faster.
Wow, so you know what you want to do, and I find it interesting you went defense first. They probably all mean just as much to you to work on, but it's no coincidence you went defense first. So I think that's where we are as a team. We know we can hit, and that's what I've been. I got to get some balls, but I mean I'm working on even just a stance every once in a while. It's hard to get out with all this snow on the ground up here, but.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, even just getting low, and working on that core strength. So not only can I hit the ball far, but like I can be light on my feet when I'm in the field. Man, I got my first put out this year. Are you still waiting to get a defensive put out?
Yep. Well,
okay.
In the World Series, yeah.
But out of tournament. I mean, out of World Series in another tournament you have. I got
to put out in the Dallas tournament last year.
Yeah, dude, that counts. That's in season play. So for me, like, that counts, dude. I count all of my at bats when it comes to like as long as it's in competition. So how was that feeling? Because for me, it was so it was like a weight had been lifted.
It was a great feeling because it was the first put out I got.
Yeah,
great. Got a rush.
Right, man. It's wild. Like, you work so hard, and you want to be a part. You want to. I don't know, like pull your weight. I guess I don't know. Maybe that's not the best way of putting it. But you want to contribute. There we go. And so when I did that, man, I was like, oh God, it's been a long time coming. And it was a special feeling, and it's it's something I can't wait to be a part of, when you break through this season, because I know you're gonna, because I know you work hard.
Right.
So that's gonna be cool.
It felt especially good when I got that put out because it was against the Dallas team I was on where I didn't get any put outs.
Oh, no kidding. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's so rad, dude. I mean, and you have no hesitation pointing that out. I mean, because it's not about them. It's just there's a human aspect to that. That's awesome.
Right.
Good for you, dude. So what can we do as a team? You've alluded to it a little bit already, but what do we need to do as a team? Whether it's on the field, off the field, in between our heads, like in between our ears, like what do we need to do to get to that next level? Because we got some work to do for sure.
Most of the work we need to do, I would say, would be our defensive work. But I think we also need to get more together as a team outside the field, since we don't have as many tournaments as they do up north, where they're maybe bonding a little bit better and they have a little more. So that means they're closer when they're on the field. Maybe we need to get more. We need to have some off-field stuff to get a little bit closer that way.
You know what? Well said, man. And something that jumped out to me, you said up north and just, bonding and stuff. I don't know what made me think of, maybe that's what made me think of, like someone like John Parker. Like we gotta, you and I were a couple of, you went more than me, but a couple of the times we meet up with him like real early on game day. And, because that guy's got a wealth of knowledge. So I think my point is like someone like him, someone like, Darryl Miner, someone like, Seth Clark, those people that got all the wealth, like the wealth of knowledge and the experience in the game. We need to We need to be sponges, right? And like take everything we can from them and apply it to the field and to on the field and even off the field.
Yep.
So, what's coming up for the Heat? I know that there's a casino trip. Do you know anything about that?
It's on March 3rd.
March 3rd. Now what's that entail? You guys just raise money and go to a casino?
Yeah, that's about all I know. This is my first trip, so all I know is casino trip to raise money for the team.
Okay. What is your family? How does your family, like your parents and stuff? How do they feel about beat baseball? Are they happy that you found a sport to get a competitive outlet?
Yeah, they're happy because they know how competitive I am, how much I miss sports.
Yeah, man. No, it's great to Have they gotten to see you play?
No, because we don't have any tournaments in Houston.
Oh, okay. So yeah, Texas is huge. So
yeah.
Yeah, man. I've never. So the one dude, you're never gonna get this. Like the one tournament we had up here in Boston when I was with the Renegades, it was like one of the legs of the Beast of the East, and I was freaking suspended. Can you believe that? It's like this comes around like once every few years, and like you never know how long my family's gonna be around. Like you never know. You're not promised tomorrow. Dude suspends me, but whatever. That's sour grapes. I don't care.
That's right.
So I want to, and speaking of that, like my transition to the team from that program to this program was made so seamless because of people like you. And I don't mean to be too sappy, but I think by now I'm pretty good at that. It's a staple of mine. No, but in all seriousness, like it's just been so easy. You were, in fact, one of the first people to reach out to me, and because you had the means to, partially, but also because that's who you are. So I thank you for that. You're really a next level teammate, man. You are fun to be around. You are fun to play with, go to war with, and I just the whole team is just I'm happy to be where I'm at. I can see myself playing an entire career in this program because that's how like loving and caring and how much camaraderie there is, and I know you feel the same way. So I would just say that 2017 was not our year to win a championship, but it was our year to grow as a team, mold, and figure out what we need to do better. And I think 2018 is loaded with potential. I'm excited to get to work, and I'm excited to start playing. We're about 2 months away. 3 months away. 3 months away from our first tournament. So, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm excited. I want to give you the floor for a couple last words. Whatever you want to say to anybody about anything.
Oh, I was just going to say in response to what you're saying, be on the team for life. I was going to say Brothers for Life, Heat Nation.
Heat Nation, baby.
This year.
I want a ring so bad, man. I never won anything, and it's not even about individual accolades for me, although, I got individual goals, but my main goal is helping you guys win because you guys helped me get out of a bad situation in life. So, Heat Nation for sure, Brothers for Life. I appreciate you saying that. I love you guys. I love you. And, yeah, man, enjoy the hell out of the game tomorrow, and thank you for doing this for me.
Yes, sir, and I'll be calling you whenever the Eagles beat the Patriots.
Oh, God, call me either way. Otherwise there's no fun in that.
Right.
So, listen, Hunter, thank you so much. Keep busting your ass. Keep working hard. Keep staying out of trouble. And, just enjoy life, man, each and every single day. Represent the Heat. Represent yourself. And thanks, everybody, for listening. Check us out on theheatindex.buzzsprout.com, Apple Podcasts, your Victor stream, whatever's clever. Hunter, thank you so much. I've been Timothy Cybers. This has been Hunter, and this has been The Heat Index. We'll see you next time.